Who's one to stay out there? You go.
What's that?
All set.
I'll sit down.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone, and Mr. Letchworth, would you take a roll call attendance, please?
Trustee Menard,
Here.
Trustee Southwick,
Present.
Trustee Arno, Present, Mayor LaBounty.
Here. Nobody from the public is signed to address the board. The next thing we have on the agenda is minutes of the November 3rd, 2025 regular meeting. Everybody should have those minutes in their packet. If there's no changes or any discussions, then I need a motion to accept the minutes as printed.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes as printed. Second.
All those in favor of accepting the minutes of November 3rd, 2025 regular meeting as printed, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The ayes have it. Bills, Mr. Treasurer, any changes?
We have two additions this evening. The first one is the New York Power Authority in the amount of $32,807.58. That's the October bill. And the other one is business card, $221.58 total. 3407 are training expenses for the electric, and the rest are cleaning supplies.
Thank you. Everybody should have a copy of the bills in their packet. If there's no discussion on those bills, then I need a motion to accept the bills.
Make a motion, we accept the bills as amended.
Second.
All those in favor of paying the bills as amended, say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, say no. The ayes have it. Bills will be paid. Correspondence, Mr. Latchmore.
Thank you, Mayor LaBounty. I have two things. It's that time of the year again, so the Village of Rouses Point parking ban will be in effect beginning December 1st of 2025 through March 31st of 2026 per Village Code 112 subsection 17. The parking of vehicles, trailers, semi-trailers, house coaches detached from their towing vehicles is hereby prohibited on all streets within the village between the hours of 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. from December 1st and March 31st of every year. So I just want to make everybody aware of that. The next item that I have is I'd like to make everybody aware that the Parade of Toys is going to be incorporated with the Parade of Lights this year, and it's going to take place on December the 5th. The Parade of Lights will start at approximately 6:30 p.m. and they will be making rounds around the Village of Rouses Point. Fire Chief LeBlanc has not gave me the definite route that they're going to be going. So by the meeting on December 1st, our next meeting, I should have the route down. And Santa Claus will be arriving at the park at approximately 7:15 to 7:30, at which time Santa will go down Lake Street with the carolers over to the lighting of the Christmas tree, and we'll have beverages and some goodies for everybody that attends. We're hoping to get a larger turnout than what we've had in the past, incorporating it with the Parade of Lights, and I want to thank Fire Chief LeBlanc and all the members of the Rouses Point Fire Department for cooperating and participating in this event this year. And that's all I have, Mayor LaBounty.
Thank you. Under myself tonight, I'm going to appoint a trustee, and that trustee is going to be, I'm appointing Brian Pelkey back to his previous position as trustee. So I'll call Mr. Pelkey up to the front so he can get sworn in.
Mr. Pelkey, please raise your right hand. Please repeat after me. I, Brian Pelkey,
I, Brian Pelkey,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of trustee on expired term till April of 26.
I will just back up here.
That I will faithfully
I
discharge
will faithfully discharge the duties of trustee
on expired term until April of 2026.
under the, yes,
All right. Congratulations. I'll have you sign this, please.
We welcome Mr. Belkey back to the board. I didn't have any comment as to why trustee Belkey had submitted his resignation. I felt that it was Mr. Belkey who should address the public in regards to that. So now I'll turn it over to Mr. Belkey.
Mayor LaBounty, members of the board, and village residents, I respectfully regret my recent resignation from the position of village trustee. My decision at that time was prompted by a personal health matter that required immediate attention. And I felt it would prevent me from fully fulfilling my responsibility as to the residents of the village of Rouses Point. I am pleased to inform you that my health issues have been fully resolved, and I am able to resume my duties without limitations. It has been an honor and a privilege to serve the residents of Rouses Point and work alongside my fellow trustees and village officials in advancing the interests of our community. I remain deeply committed to contributing to the process, integrity, and the well-being of the village and its residents. Thank you for understanding, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to continue serving the village of Rouses Point and the members of the Board of Trustees, as a member of the Board of Trustees. Thank you.
Very good. It will clear up some of the rumors going around, and on behalf of the board, I welcome you back.
Thank you.
The next item on the agenda was going to be an admissible agreement with Clinton County Soil and Water, and I'm going to read that into the record. This agreement is to be entered into today, the 17th of November 2025, by and between the Village of Rouses Point, a municipal corporation in the County of Clinton, State of New York, with its principal office at 139 Lake Street, Rouses Point, New York, hereinafter referred to as the Village in the County, or Clinton County Soil and Water Conservation District. Conservation District in the Clinton County of Clinton in the State of New York, with its principal office at 6064 Route 22, Suite 1, Plattsburgh, New York, hereinafter referred to as the District. Whereas the Clinton County Soil and Water Conservation District applied for, received a grant funding from the New York State DEC Urban and Community Forestry Grant Program for ash tree management in disadvantaged communities. Whereas the Village of Rouses Point Village is responsible for maintenance of the roads and public trails in the village, which includes trimming and removing of hazardous trees from the public right of way. And whereas the village desires to participate in the ash tree management program and benefit from the removal of ash trees along village roads and trails. And whereas the removal of the ash trees from said sites will meet a community need in these areas of the village for reducing hazards to the public along the adjacent roads. And whereas the parties desire to enter into this agreement pursuant to Article 5G of the New York General Municipal Law to delineate their respective roles and responsibilities and financial obligations related to the implementation of the grant. Now, therefore, it is hereby agreed to by and between the parties hereto as follows. Purpose: 1. Scope of this agreement is to establish a cooperative framework for implementation of the Northern Tier Ash Tree Management Grant. The scope of the work to be performed under this agreement shall include, but not limited to, conducting a comprehensive ash tree inventory, developing a management plan for identifying trees, procuring and overseeing contractors for tree removal, replanting activities include the selection and planting of new trees and financial management and reporting to the granting agency. 2, responsibilities of the village. That the village will work with the district to identify, locate, mark, and map ash trees along village roads, public trails, and the village Rouses Point. The village shall help to notify and educate the public about the program and its benefits. That the village highway department will assist the district with identifying locations of hazardous ash trees and provide to the district assistance with project oversight to ensure the success of grant-funded project. The village shall allow the district to issue a request for bids for the removal of ash trees along the village roads and public trails, and allow the district to engage a contractor and to oversee those removals. 3, responsibilities of the Clinton County Soil and Water Conservation District. The district shall be responsible for acting as the project manager for the implementation of the grant, providing technical expertise and guidance for all the project activities, developing and managing the project work plan, serving as the primary grant recipient and liaison with the granting agency, provide the village with all necessary documentation related to the grant, approving all major decisions related to the project scope and budget, administering the procurement process for contractors in accordance with the New York State procurement policies and grant requirements, maintaining detailed record of all project activities and expenditures, preparing and submitting all required reports to the granting agency. 4, financial provisions. Grant funds. All grant funds shall be granted by the district and dispersed in accordance with the grants regulation in this agreement. Payment. The district shall be responsible for payment of invoices submitted to the removal of ash trees by the contractors. The district shall seek reimbursement from the New York State for all eligible project costs incurred by the project, including direct costs, administrative overhead, as outlined in the detailed budget. 5, term and termination. This agreement shall become effective on the date first written above and shall remain in effect for the duration of the grant, including any extensions unless terminated earlier as provided herein. Either party may terminate this agreement upon 30 days written notice to the other party for a material breach of the terms of this agreement. 6, indemnification and insurance. Indemnification. Each party shall be responsible for its own acts or omission and shall indemnify and hold harmless the other parties from any claims, damages, or liabilities arising from its negligent acts or omission in the performance of this agreement. Insurance. Each party shall maintain adequate general liability and other insurance as required by law and shall provide certificates of insurance upon request. Miscellaneous provisions. 7, entire agreement, disagreement constitutes the entire understanding between the parties and supersedes all prior negotiations and understanding. Amendments. This agreement may not be amended except by a written instrument signed by both parties. Governing law. This agreement shall be governed by and construed in accordance with the laws of the state of New York. Notices. All notices required under this agreement shall be in writing and delivered to the parties at the addresses listed above. In witness here whereof the parties have executed this agreement on the date November 17th, 2025. And if there's no discussion on any of this, what I just read, then I need a motion to accept this municipal agreement.
I do have a question. Under responsibilities of the village, the third bullet says the village highway department. Usually our public works crew is the ones who handle our roads and trails, so it would make sense that our highway department is our public works, but is that fine as it's written, as highway department?
So I already had the village attorney
Okay.
review this, and he was perfectly fine with the wording of this intermunicipal agreement.
All right then.
Yeah, Before we enter any agreement, we always run it by our village attorney. Any other questions?
I make a motion that we allow the mayor to sign this agreement with Clinton County Soil and Water Conservation District.
Second?
Roll call, vote, Mr. Latchmore.
Trustee Pelkey?
Aye.
Trustee Menard?
Aye.
Trustee Southwick?
Aye.
Trustee Arno?
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty?
Aye, the ayes have it. I've had the authorization now to enter into this agreement and sign it, and it'll become effective as of today's date. Next on the agenda for myself would be, we have an application for a new electrical inspector, and this has been addressed to me by the code officer, Chris Patat. Members of the board, attached is an application for David Smith and Jonathan Duke to be on the list of approved electrical inspectors. Mr. Smith is the president of Inspector LLC, and Mr. LeDuc is an employee of the company. Mr. Smith is also an approved inspector in the town of Champlain, among other municipalities. And Mr. Patat says it is my recommendation that both be approved and added to the list of approved inspectors for the village of Rouses Point. Does anybody want to discuss any of this? If not, then I need a motion to accept Mr. Smith and Mr. LeDuc as a viable electrical inspectors within the boundaries of the village of Rouses Point.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call vote, Mr. Latchmore.
Trustee Pelkey?
Aye.
Trustee Menard?
Aye.
Trustee Southwick?
Aye.
Trustee Arno?
Aye.
Mayor LaBounty?
Aye, the ayes have it. The new electrical inspector has been accepted. We welcome him aboard. That's all I have. Trustee Arnold.
Yes, the holiday train will be pulling into Rouses Point at 9:15 on November 26th. And the Rouses Point Fire Department will be up there to take donations of food or monetary food donations, and if possible, everybody bring at least one perishable food for the food bank for St. Patrick's Food Shelf. Don't forget to show up.
It's non-perishable, right, Benny?
Yes, non-perishable food. Yeah. That's that. And I'd like to thank Mr. Balke for coming back on board. He was a really good asset for the village. And also our electric rate study, how is that coming along?
We're still working on it.
Still working on it?
There's a lot of things, a lot of steps.
Yeah. Okay, just wanted to remind you of it, that's all. Okay, that's all I have, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, Trustee Menard.
The only thing I have is, again, to reiterate what Trustee Arnold said, I'm glad Mr. Pelkey could be back with us, and I'm glad his health issues are taken care of. That's all I have.
Okay, Trustee Southwick.
I was going to say exactly what Trustee Menard just said. Welcoming Mr. Pelkey back and glad that his health issues are okay.
I think that's sentiment of the entire board. Obviously, health issues were a grave concern here, and we're glad it all worked out. Other than that, we have no other reports. Nobody's requested an executive session. And without further ado, I need a motion to adjourn this meeting.
Make a motion that we adjourn?
Second.
All those in favor of adjourning, say aye.
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 All those opposed, say no. Thank you, gentlemen.